The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to My Brother, main advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
What's up, Trav Nation? I'm your middlest brother, Big Dog Woof Woof, Travis McElroy.
I'm your sweet baby Brad Griffin, Trav Nation. Hi, how's it going?
Guys, tighten it up. We got to tighten it up, guys. Precision.
Okay.
Every second counts. If we're going to get this podcast a Michelin Star, I've got some non-negotiables here that I need us to work on. And I know.
Yeah, run me through some of the, like, what do you think? Because I thought I was operating at max efficiency already, but if you have some notes, I would love to hear them.
We put in a lot of words that we don't need. I think that we could tighten each episode up to 15 minutes.
Okay.
If we focused up.
Are you? Do you mean like say less shit that isn't funny, or do you mean like let's start dropping, conjunctions and
yes.
Okay.
See what I did there? Do you see what I did there?
Yes.
Where I just said yes, right? And you knew what I meant without me having to clarify.
So you want a lot more of like good and nice,
Snappy.
Yes. And if we could start saying yes, host, and when someone says something, like if we're like, let's move on to another question, and then we say yes, host.
Okay. I guess my only
Like
problem
a
with
tighter
that.
ship.
My
Yes.
only problem with that. Well, sorry, I was going to go into it, but yes.
Right. Thank you. See, perfect.
I had a lot to say because of how bad an idea that is, since the show is just us talking to each other. So it would, at that point, I think, be twice as long and half yes hosts. And so like it kind of contradicts your first point completely. But instead of that, I will just say, cool.
I also just want to say, and I don't mean to call you out, Griffin, but you need to put the forks down straighter. I've noticed you often have the forks at a slight angle, and I think that that's something the Michelin the Michelin judges are gonna notice.
Yeah, not a lot of people know this, but I eat a lot of different courses of food every time that we record. I know I always get on you guys for not eating on the show, but like every episode I do have a little salad and I do a little trash can nachos, but I eat it with a fork. That's sort of my style.
Okay, so I've been reading up on the Michelin Star guide to try to figure out if there's some kind of loophole we can use here.
Okay.
So looking through the Q&A, so here's some things in our favor, okay? Number one, is the decoration / style of restaurant a factor in awarding a star? No. Okay,
Perfect.
that's very
That
good
kicks
for
ass.
us
We do
because
so little of that. Yeah.
We don't have any of that. Now, here is the one that I would like to stop at here.
Okay.
It says, do you have to be a formal restaurant to get a star? Like, do you have to be a fancy place? But I would like to take a different read on the question.
Yeah.
Okay. A traditional.
Do you have to be a formal, legal?
Like by any stretch of the definition, restaurant.
You have to be a formal restaurant.
One time we did a candle night show in Austin where we dispensed cookies and little cups of eggnog. So I think that we are outside the bun of what one would call a restaurant, but we have served food on a professional level.
If once a year one of us makes a grilled cheese sandwich and sends it to a listener, once a year, one grilled cheese sandwich, does that fit the definition?
I don't know that I necessarily want to get my own Goldbelly operation happening in this house. Don't get me wrong, my grilled cheese game is so fucking on point, but I don't want to shoulder the burden of does it get yucky viruses on it in the UPS bag that I send it in.
Oh, it's not to eat. It's
This
to
is pretty-
experience.
Okay.
This is pretty cheeky, some of the Q&A here. They asked, do you also take into consideration the wine list? Restaurants that are serious about their food tend to also ensure that they have an interesting wine list to complement it, so that an element usually takes care of itself. So yes?
So yes,
so
no? Give us the answer, Mitch.
Can you answer the fucking question,
Damn,
please? What if I
Mitch.
don't want to serve wine? Because I hate grapes.
Here's what I'm
or
thinking.
using them in my food. And I
Here's
can't
what I'm
spare 'em.
thinking. Here's my plan.
Okay.
So definitely we're going to get dinged on food and like decoration and like the cooks
No,
and
we
stuff.
won't get
We
dinged
won't
on
get dinged on
decoration. I
decoration.
can't
Yes.
make that more clear.
We're going to get dinged though on like meals and food and stuff like that.
the plate
yes,
elements.
Everything as far as like the food side of it goes at like
Yes.
table and like service. So hospitality, I think, is where we're going to shine.
Well, and also sort of again, just to, I don't want to cut the legs out from under us, but just like extant physical space one
Yes.
occupies with their
yes.
body, tangible anything.
That's going to hurt, obviously. Obviously, that's going to hurt. But in this day and age, Griffin, people are doing a lot with like revolutionizing what a restaurant is. Think about like molecular gastronomy. Are there those restaurants where they go in and all the lights are off and the
I keep
servers wear
getting
the
that
night vision
fucking
goggles?
ad on my Facebook that's like, you got to try dining in the dark. It opens up your other senses when you can't see the food. And it's like, nice try, Johnny Knoxville. Gonna try to sneak a big, hot, stinky pepper onto my plate when I'm not looking, huh?
Yes.
Good joke, Steve-O.
So now we're going to do, here's what I'm thinking, audio food.
All right.
We will describe the food we would have made.
All
Right?
right.
And then the Michelin judges or whatever will be like, that does sound fucking good. Here's your star.
Okay, let me try.
Here's your star.
I'll
Here's your star.
I'll start things off, hosts, with this
Yes,
amuse-bouche. It's the fanciest food you can get. It's a little slice up piece of fish in some sort of yellow liquid, and then
What
there's
kind of fish?
It's pink with stripes on it, so the good kind that let you know how good it is. It's in a little bit of yellow juice.
Nice.
And that is gonna taste good. But then what's that on top of the fish? It's a little drizzle of dark green juice. Bon appetit. It's
you add
fish
some-
with yellow juice and a little bit of green juice. Enjoy.
Host, can you add some texture, please? I need some crunch or squish.
The green juice is crunchy.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
And
That's
there's
excellent.
there's bones in the fish, but that's like natural. Like that's sustainable and natural.
Okay.
And
Now,
it's
Justin,
a
if you
story
could-
about It's a story
So,
about bones.
I'm
this
having
dish.
a terrible realization as Griffin details his mystery dish. If the Michelin people are going to start giving Michelin stars to podcasts,
Yeah.
they are going to start with off menu. They will get the Michelin star for podcasts first. So like we're not even the most Michelin star worthy podcast. You know what I mean?
I
Like
would
there's
make-
many others.
They
But
are
doesn't-
describing food that exists, though, Justin. Off menu is like, here's food that I've had before, here's food that I like. We're making up new food from our whimsical
this is the
comedy
thing, just-
imagination.
You're making our point for us because off menu is the mean Joel McHale restaurant.
Yes.
Where look around you, dude. A family operated bit. We are De Bear. And so
We're
we
De
do
Bear.
have that. We're De Bear. And so the ball's actually in our court.
Now, Justin, could you describe the appetizer, please, the starter?
Yes.
Mine was a pre-appetizer.
Yeah, the amuse-bouche starts the bouche.
Right.
move
But
it.
now bring
So-
that bouche on home, baby.
Yeah, come on. Warm
Come
that
on,
bouche up.
come
Rub
on,
that
host.
bouche hard.
Rub that
So
bouche.
now I want to massage the tongue
Oh.
with a have you heard of a sugar scrub?
Yeah?
This is a Pop Rocks scrub
Ooh.
that I've made in a little jar.
Uh-huh.
And I mixed it up with coconut oil and different flavorings that I had at home.
Did you say
And
flavings?
flavorings that I had at home, and I put it on a macaron. And as you eat it, it's going to exfoliate the tongue
Ooh,
and
get it ready.
prepare you for what's to come. So the first food that those tongue cells touch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right here,
It's gonna taste so.
be
It's gonna taste so
your
fucked
food.
up.
This is great because too often people get hung up on amoosing the boosh. I like that Justin is now like reinvigorating it. We amoosed
Excoriating.
it. Now we're exfoliating the boosh.
Yes.
I'm going to punish the boosh. Here's mine.
Punish my boot.
Punish
chef.
my
I'm going to punish
daddy.
the boosh. What's that? What's your main? Why, it's the chicken carcass. We've removed the meat. And normally you'd serve that.
Oh, wow.
But this is just the skeleton, but all the aromas of the meal are there. So when it
Right.
comes out, you're going to be like, wait, where? Oh, it
Where
smells
is
like
it?
it. And then I'm going to say, in a different universe, you already ate it. You ate it in the universe next to ours.
Yeah.
You ate the chicken. And so this universe, you gets the bones.
And for our main course this evening here at de McElroy's de Bear, we are proud to present to you the dried up turkey from Christmas Vacation. That when you cut it open, it makes a big loud poof noise and immediately desiccates itself. There will be no eating it. It will be funny. And also, Chevy Chase is here.
And maybe you should have gotten here 10 minutes earlier.
For dessert, I will be eating an unripe strawberry as slowly as possible in front of you.
Cool.
Ooh.
And you can only imagine the flavors that
Yeah.
I will be experiencing. And I'll try to communicate it as best I can through moans.
And to finish it off, a mediocre cup of coffee and an after dinner mint. Nothing
It's
wrong
a
with that.
wafer thin.
Why fix it? Ain't broke. You can have that. And the valet scratched your car. So,
But that's part of the story. That goes back. That's a callback to the bones story of the fish dish that you started things. It's all bookended.
And it's going to take 30 minutes to get your check. We're pretty busy. And we
are
know you have
busy
a
at this
babysitter waiting, and we are sorry about that.
Now, I also know the Michelin Star system is based around whether it's like 1 star is worth a walk, 2 is worth a drive, 3 is worth a flight. And so what I think we need to start doing is just recording this show and putting it on a flash drive. And it's like a flash drive on a big pole in the middle of the city. And then you have a place that you have to come to get it, to jack in.
I'm also willing. I'm willing to start with 1/4 of a star and work up. If Michelin wants to give us 1/4 of a star for like worth picking up your phone, right?
Yes.
Like I'll take that. You know what I mean? Like,
Just start somewhere.
yeah, start with 1/4 of a star, and we'll work our way up. See how we improve our shit over time.
Yeah.
No problem.
Get at me, Michelin. You know what I mean? What's it gonna take?
And hey, are you all not doing tires now, or I wanted to
What's
ask?
the fucking deal, guys?
Are you
doing
all?
both.
Do you not even talk to the tires guys? Are they completely over there and you're completely over
if
here?
you buy
What's
the
story?
guide, in the back there is a small section of the best tires to eat.
Yeah.
And not people don't check that one as much.
How about this, Michelin? Give our podcast 2 Michelin stars. I'm going to take it one step further, or else we're going to start our own tires rating guide.
Oh,
and we are going to be so fucking mean to you. We're going to be talking all about how great Tirestone or perhaps Firestone tires is, but it should
perhaps
be
Tirestone.
maybe
Yeah.
Tirestone.
Tirestone
We're going to be
fires
talking
and-
Goodyear. We're going to be talking about Road Blaster. We're going to be talking about Turbo Grip. And we're going to be talking mad shit about Michelin. These things
think
are
about
square. These wheels are triangular. No
Yeah,
stars.
they're full of marbles. You'll hear it the whole time.
My workplace's break room has had an unlabeled tin can of food out on the table for several weeks now. Nobody I've asked knows what or whose it is. I want to know what is in this mystery can. Brothers, at what point is it okay to consider the can forfeit and open it to feed my curiosity? That's from Can Curious in Washington. P.S. The Best Buy date is September 1st, 2024.
Okay, great. We have
So
some wiggle
important.
room here.
You have lots. Those are made up by the government.
Well, within
Wow.
reason.
I would say for can. I agree with you sometimes, Juice. I'd say for can stuff, I bet they know what they're talking about with that, right?
You would
Best
think,
Buy
right?
does imply that there's a peak, right? Where it's like, and now we're going down the other side, right? It's not a
Yes.
sheer drop off, and I appreciate
That's
that.
a denouement.
But within reason.
Let's talk about that for a second. So I
Okay.
make canned peas. I don't know when they expire. Nobody does, right? I got to do something. So I put on there 2035. Okay, that's it. 2035. If they eat it before 2035,
Not good.
and they get sick, they're gonna be like, Well, it wasn't the fucking peas.
Should have pushed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
I'm saying,
thought-
like, they eat the peas, they get sick. They start thinking back. Well, the peas were fine.
Peas are fine.
I'm
they
realizing-
don't expire for a long time.
I'm realizing these are best by dates and not best on dates, where it's
right.
like you want to really eat these peas if you're hungry, but if you want the real fucking show, if you
This
want to
when they
step up
peak.
to the big show, you gotta age these things 11 years.
So I'm just saying, put a long way date on there. No one will ever blame you for it.
There's a kick-ass solution to this, I feel like, but it carries with it a terrible cost. The kick-ass solution is you buy another can of food. I assume you take the label off. I assume we're talking about an unlabeled can of food. If not, I know a pretty great way to tell what's in the can. And it's whatever the picture of the food is on the label. But assuming
That
there's
can be
no label,
misleading.
you buy your own can of food, rip the label off, Indiana Jones, switch it out. Now, I'm going to have to insist, no matter what we settle on here, you make a commitment to us and yourself and Jesus that you're going to eat whatever's in this can if you open it up.
Yeah. If you open it up, you have to eat what's
You're
in the
eating this can. It could be shoe polish.
It could be like coiled spring snakes that jump out at you and you have to eat them.
Can I make it? I just had a great idea. Question to ask her. I had a great idea.
Yes, host?
Steal the can, swap it out.
Uh-huh.
Let's get you live on McElroy Family Clubhouse. We'll open it up live, streamed live,
Cool.
open live, and find out live what is in the can.
Like Geraldo did.
Like
with
Geraldo with
Geraldo
Al
did
Capone's
it,
vault.
Yeah.
If you,
You open
kids
the
haven't
can,
seen
it's
that,
nothing.
go back and watch. There's this guy named Geraldo, and he said he was going to blow open Al Capone's vault live on TV. You could watch this live televised event. There's Jack in there. It's fantastic.
Now, I would make the argument, question asker, the can is forfeit. It's been sitting on the table for a while. It has no
Labelless.
label.
Labelless. No
It's
one's going to
fine.
spin the dice on this one.
So now you have the opportunity. What you can't do is open it by yourself. Because then everybody's going to be like, oh, what the, So you have two options. You either make an event of it, everyone gather around, I'm going to open the can. Or you start some kind of pool competition where people are going to predict what they think is in the can and maybe kick in a few bucks.
Okay.
Winner gets it, and the person like that's farthest away, however you would judge it, has to eat what's in it.
Yeah. That could be cool.
Now it's an event and an excuse to not do any work.
It's a fun
which
game.
People love. Now you're going to satisfy your curiosity and become an office hero.
Can you buy a fancy new electronic model of can opener and you bring it into the office one day and you're like, guys, check it out. I won this at a street carnival and they said it's a fancy can opener, but it looks crazy. Like, where's even the opening part? Where's the knob? Where's the clamp? And they'll be like, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. And you'd be like, I got to test this out just to figure out like what it does.
Anybody have anything?
Anybody have
What could
anything?
and I don't want to use somebody's can that they just brought today and they were excited to eat for lunch. A spare can that no one will miss.
Yeah.
Or, hey, here's an alternate version of that, Griffin. You come in one day, you're hefting your big prize because you just won at auction Gallagher's Real Sledge-O-Matic.
Yeah.
And you're looking for yes, that's right. It went up for auction and you spent $10 million getting
Right.
the Real Sledge-O-Matic and you're ready to test it on something.
Here's what I'm going to say, guys. You walk in tomorrow morning and you take a heavy duty chisel and you bury it in the top and you say, fuck you guys. You say it out loud. Fuck you guys. And then bury it in the top. Take it out, up in the can, right into your mouth.
Yeah, you snap it
Whatever
at the
is.
top and a little on the side. You shotgun that bitch.
You shotgun
I
it?
guarantee no one as applesauce drips down your face. Fucking nobody's
Justin,
gonna.
canned applesauce is best case scenario.
Are you kidding me?
As pearl onion
I was
juice.
trying to hype up my plan.
It could be oysters or some shit.
90. I'm gonna say
Buffalo head nickels start falling out of it.
90%
You have a
chance.
60% chance it's beans.
It's definitely beans.
I'm gonna say 99% chance it's the preservative juice of some vegetable, no matter what. Maybe fruit if you're lucky. You get that
It
good
might
pineapple
be
juice.
corn.
Even that's going to be. Might be corn. Thank you. There's so many things you can put in a can. These things are fucking buck
I think
wild.
corn is a good case. Is a good scenario. Like just regular sweet corn, not
Slop it
cream
down.
corn, nothing of that. Just regular sweet corn. Good job. You won the roulette.
If we're endorsing food waste, I would say one cool option is become the type of person who like throws stuff around a lot, like in the office, not in like an angry way, but in just like,
Can I get fired?
like walk up to someone's desk and like pick up their clock and be like, "Hey, how's it going, guys? Good weekend?" Just like a little like a little toss
Oh,
of
a
like
cheeky
stuff.
toss.
You pull your phone out and you go, "Yeah, text sent."
God,
Flip it
do you
around
guys
a few
ever do
times
that?
and then you
do you
catch
guys
it?
ever do that for reals? Not even think about it and then beef it? God,
No,
it's the
I never
worst. Try to give
do.
a cool guy toss and
No,
then you
no,
miss
no.
it. Ugh.
No.
I've never missed it.
Not for years, but
Because I watched this kick-ass video of Neil deGrasse Tyson one time where somebody was like, "Why don't you have a case on your phone?" And he's like, "Because every time I buy a new phone, I just pick it up and I get to know its weight in my hands and I flip it around and hold it so I know every part of it and then I'll never drop it." If I ever see that dude
catch him slipping.
on site, it's flip right out of his just to see if he can kind of get it.
And then it's like, hey, let me teach you a lesson about gravity.
Yeah.
he drops it and it breaks and someone points at him. He just picks it up and tosses it to him like, "That's yours now. Keep your fucking mouth shut."
Don't
he
tell
pulls a new
anyone.
phone out of his pocket.
Anyway,
This never happened.
become the type of person who throws stuff around in a cool, casual way in the office, but then for the can, you beef it. You beef it bad.
Here's another question. I know how to read a map. When my partner drives and needs directions to our destination, I pull up directions on my phone, but I don't let Siri tell us the directions out loud over the car speakers because I can do it myself. And the directions interrupt conversation, say the same thing over and over again, etc. In dozens of trips together, I've only given a bad direction, wrong exit number once. Still, my partner wants me to let Siri tell us the directions. How can I prove I am better at navigation than Siri? That's from Wayfaring Find in Florida.
So here's my read on it. It's not about you getting them wrong. It's that somebody telling you what to do when you're driving causes resent,
Yeah.
right? It's a resentful action when someone is like, you're going to turn left up here, right? Because especially if it's a long drive.
Wait, sorry, did you mean a person or a cybernetic hypermind designed to give you the best
I'm saying
optimal
a
directions?
person.
And updated live up to the minute, up to the
Yes,
second.
I'm saying
really.
a person, a human
Yes.
being.
Yeah.
Giving you, telling
Firm
you, like,
agree.
don't forget. Hey, don't forget. You got it's up here. It's up. After like 3 hours of driving, you're like, I know, right? And whereas if the phone is doing it, if I'm getting mad at anyone, it's AI. It's a satellite or some shit, right?
I don't get resentful, man. I need all the help I can get.
But you can't say it interrupts conversation when Siri talks. When you have to stop conversation to say the direction.
That's
Sometimes
a good point.
Sometimes I'll use a map to get home on the like 4-minute drive I just took from
Yes.
my house.
Correct.
Just to like vibe, just to be able to vibe. Like when I'm driving, I'm also vibing, and it's hard for me to vibe if I'm paying like super close attention.
Yes.
I also sometimes, if I'm like 10 minutes away from the house, I'll start thinking like, what do you think the best way to do this is right
Yes.
now,
Right.
Siri? And I'll be like, ooh, I could save 30 seconds that way.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Or it'll be like, Route 60 will be faster, J-Man. I'm like, I know, but it's a little bit gritty, so I don't feel like driving on Route 60 today. It bums me out.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, fine. You can hit 64, no bigs.
I look at it this way of if I have the option between wearing an incredibly comfortable pair of shoes that I know I won't have to think about,
Right.
or a kind of comfortable pair of shoes that might occasionally remind me they're there, why wouldn't I go with the incredibly comfortable pair of shoes that's going to fade in the background? So the idea
Yeah.
of like plugging directions into my phone and not having to think about it at all,
Sure.
why wouldn't I choose that option?
My perhaps imperfect solution for this is that I have my Apple Watch set up to deliver notifications from Google Maps. And so I get a very subtle little boop right on my wrist when it's about time to do a big turn. The downside of that is while I'm driving on a long drive on the highway, I always forget that that's happening, and I feel a vibration on my wrist, and my brain misfires, and is like, go, 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 turn, turn, turn. And it scares me so bad, like every single time. but I never
That's a
get
you
lost.
problem, though, right? Like, if you could have more of like a computer brain like they do.
Oh, sure.
Then you just need to catch up to where computers are at.
I think that's true of all of us. Yeah.
I think my problem with this as a driver is
Here he goes.
if I'm talking to the person in the passenger seat, I am really worried that they are going to be just spellbound. I mean, my fear is that I will be so captivating, like returning to themes, leitmotifs, like a lot of oration tricks that I'm using to keep the listener around.
They're always going to be
absolutely.
thinking like, I should remember this. And that's
like, this is
Should I
important.
write this down?
Exactly, Griffin. Like,
if I'm writing it down, am I not paying close enough attention to the important things he's
Exactly.
saying?
it's like you see a beautiful sunset and your kids are playing in front of it and you're like, I gotta remember this. Like, me talking is like the talking of that. And I really worry that, and if you're not, and if you are thinking about the directions, you're kind of failing yourself a little
Yeah,
bit
you're kind of
as a
stealing
listener
from Justin at that
and
point.
as a student of life, you know?
Because
Yeah.
Justin is just dropping the pearls at that point. They're going straight into the mud as the swine
Casting them
step
for
on
you,
them.
and you're like, would 77 be the fast? Listen to me. Hear what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We'll end
I'm
up where
saying
we
that it's
end
about
up.
momentum.
Just be here.
I
Just be
think
now.
the issue is that my phone's cybermind, when it breaks into a conversation to tell me about an upcoming turn, it does
An
so
Uptown Funk.
in a bit of sort of a tactless way, where it's like we could be talking about some really heavy shit. No matter what the topic of conversation is, she's always going to bonk in there, like left turn in 500, like just like get in there. I need a more obsequious sort of AI who can just be like, hey, psst, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, wow, this is good stuff. But
They should make it come from the back seat. If they could somehow redirect Siri to come from the back seat and, like, at this point, multi-directional, make it sound like someone leaning forward, like reminding something like, the turn's up here, just whatever.
Or just minimize the impact on the conversation by making the commands as short and fast and sudden as they can possibly get. Just to sort of like, right. Just like shouting, just like hitting you with one of those. And that way it doesn't even break the flow of this like incredible, because the
Like
flow
in
is the
movies
most
when someone's on
important
the
part.
earpiece and they're like, turn right when I tell you. Now. And it's like,
Yes.
okay, why didn't you just say, turn right in just a second? Like, just,
Yes.
okay, why are you yelling at me?
Morpheus on a burner phone.
I have full and absolute trust in the navigation capabilities of my phone, but at the same time, that's also the same phone that every time I'm on a road trip and I stop to go to a fucking gas station, the phone's like, holy shit, what are you doing?
Where are we? What?
Turn around, do a U-turn. What? Do a U-turn on the highway? You maniac. What do you think's happening? It's a BP. What do you think is going on?
There should be a
bridge. What the fuck?
There should be a button. There's a road 100 feet to the right. Are you on that one? And I'm like, no, I'm still on the same road I was on before. There should be a button on any kind of maps app that's just like, it's okay. It's cool. Like,
Just
that
calm
I can
down. I
hit.
know what I'm doing.
It's fine. It's cool. Don't worry. And they're like, okay, sorry, man.
So freaked out.
Can
Hey,
we go
this
my,
is-
can we go my zone?
Yeah, I was actually going to suggest that, Griffin.
Yes,
That's so
host.
funny. Yes. Oh, you're right, Travis. I was wasting time.
It's better with you.
Squarespace, good. Build website, code. /mybrother. How's that?
Okay, we are not going to get a Michelin star for our ad reads, despite the fact that I would say the closest we've ever come to receiving a prestigious podcast award was how good we are at ad reads. So let's not actually sacrifice. My non-negotiable is to not do this bit during the ad
Okay.
reads.
So efficient in the kitchen, luxurious in the ad reads.
We lavish upon our sponsors.
This is our victory. Ad reads are in so many ways our victory lap, because it's
Yeah.
this is the part of the show that we get that big money, baby.
So
And it's
if
the
you
only
make
part
a
that's
website
scripted,
about
which is
that,
nice.
I'd love to get back into just the actual read itself. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
The ad, you know?
Well, go ahead there, Dr. Ads. Can
I
you
want
believe
to
this
talk
guy,
about
Trav?
the next one. I don't want to talk about this one.
Okay, I'll talk about this one because I love Squarespace with my whole heart.
But I do too.
No,
Doesn't
apparently
sound
you
like
don't. I love it like a brother. I love Squarespace. Squarespace has always been there for me. Do you remember when my prom date stood me up and I lost the big game that day?
I do. I will now, Travis, have to insist you return to the copy of the ad.
This is what I'm saying.
I love to play. Hey, listen, earlier when Juice was like, get back on it, boys, back to work. I was with you. I was like, no, man, we're having fun over here. To take it a second layer deeper is profane, I think, Trav.
I'm trying to talk about how much I love. I'm trying to lavish. Squarespace has always been there for me like a brother. I lost the big game on the same day that my prom date stood me up, and Squarespace took me to the prom and stole the trophy from the trophy case and gave it to me and said, you're the winner now.
But to return to the ad copy, though, Gleep Glorp, I'm a robot, beep boop, here's a third bit.
Yeah.
There's Squarespace.
Okay, so Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. So you can start a completely personalized website with their new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint, that allows you to choose from professionally curated layout and styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up. You can make checkout seamless for your customers. You can accept credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay. And offer the options to buy now and pay later with Afterpay and ClearPlay. You can upload video content, organize your video library, and showcase your content on beautiful video pages. You can even sell access to your video library. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to https://
I guarantee you they do not give a shit if you say that.
www.squarespace.com/mybrother to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace, like a brother to you.
Bump, 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 bump. If you like knowing when your cat shits, and hearing how much they weigh. Hi, everybody. I'm Rupert Holmes impersonator Justin McElroy here, a paid endorser for Whisker Bot. Listen.
Yeah?
You love cats.
Yeah.
I love my cats. You love my cats. Everybody loves my cats. But cleaning up their poop isn't fun. And we
you're not doing it right.
A few weeks back got a litter robot from Whisker is replaced our old litter box, which was also an automatic litter box that I hated and I wished I had never gotten. But this one, oh, what a dream. You set this beauty up. It is going to clean the litter for you and not just scoop away the poop. It's got a whole, watching this thing work, it's amazing. My cats have fresh litter all the time. They're going wild for it. All I got to do is add a little bit of extra litter when it runs low, dump the tray out, and it tells you when. It says, hey, man, time to dump the tray out whenever. It's not a big deal. Like,
question, host?
It. Yes.
Do you watch it work? Do you watch them take shit? You're just like hanging out.
The first time I did, because I had to know. Have you ever seen the show How It's Made?
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, that's awesome, dude.
And you paused the episode you were watching to watch your cat take a shit.
That's putting it mildly. Let's put it like that, okay? If that one pops up late at night, you know I'm going in for a clip.
Oh, yeah. It's a consistent, enjoyable documentary-style TV show.
Well, imagine it's live in front of you, but it's how cat shit loaves are made.
Cat shit's made? Is there a narrator?
You get it will send you a notification. It gives you weights on cats, so you could actually track which
it's Mark
Summers.
Yeah.
This frisky feline sure is having a brown time in there.
You get the insight. Listen, it's a great product. I've really loved having it in our home. And as a special offer to listeners of our show, go to stopscooping.com/mybrother and enter promo code MYBROTHER to save an extra $50 on any litter robot bundle. That's an extra $50 off any litter robot bundle at stopscooping.com/mybrother and enter promo code MYBROTHER at checkout. Stopscooping.com/mybrother and code MYBROTHER.
City pop to me is like a feeling.
City pop is beautiful music.
It's music that makes me emotional.
There's so many different sounds that fall into the city pop category.
It just feels very home to me.
We're just about wrapped on our inaugural season of Primer. If you didn't know, Primer is a new podcast that explores music from outside the English-speaking world. And Vulture called us one of the best podcasts of the year. Our first season covered Japanese city pop, and you just heard a few of our past guests share what the genre means to them. Learn more about the world of city pop and listen to some cool tunes. And if you like what we're doing, you can make a one-time contribution and help us reach our goal to produce a second season about a new genre. Support Primer over at MaximumFun.org/Primer.
I'm a big hydro homie who loves drinking water. I always use my giant 64-ounce water bottle. Recently, I started a new job, and I'm worried about bringing it in because my coworkers might see it and think it's too big. I don't want to seem weird. Please help. I'm so thirsty, and I need my water. Do you think I could sneak it in or disguise it somehow? That's from Thirsty in O'Fallon, Illinois.
Just write 3 big X's on the side. They'll think it's moonshine. Nothing weird about that.
That's kick-ass, actually. That's really good.
Rolls.
When you take your car to the gas station and start pumping it full of that good amber car juice, are you embarrassed to give your car what it so clearly needs to hog it up on the road?
Gas the water?
No, gas is food.
Gas is
Water's
the water of
blood.
cars. We've covered this, but I do think that water is the gas of me.
Okay. Yeah.
And, well, okay, no. Food is the gas.
Food is the gas
Food
of
is the
you.
gas of me.
Food is
Water
the
is
gas
the
of
oil.
Water is the oil of you.
Water is the oil of me.
That's the blood.
Blood is the oil of... Blood is the oil.
Oil
of
is
me.
blood. It
Blood is
pumps
the
through
oil.
the system.
Water is
the radiator
The water.
fluid.
The water.
Yeah.
There's
Water's
water
the
in it.
water. Water's the water.
Water's the water.
of car.
Water's the
Water's the
water.
water. Thank you so
Water's
much,
the water.
Justin.
When you
Water's
stop at
the
the gas
water.
station to refill your radiator like an old-timey driver. Are
And the
you
grill
embarrassed?
turns into the mouth when you eat a spicy food.
When you eat a
It's
spicy
just
food, the
all-
grill turns into the mouth. The water is the water. The blood is the oil, and the food is the gas.
Right. The riff
Yes.
is the hair.
I rest my case.
Yeah.
Well,
what was the case? I meant to. Yeah.
Case closed. Case closed, Your Honor.
You actually don't have a trial appearance here in my docket. I don't see you
yeah,
on the
this
list.
is weird. This is
This is
traffic court.
Yes. This is also a framing supply store, so I think you are a little bit confused.
I don't know how big a tank of fluid you would need to bring in that you should start being embarrassed by it. Maybe if it was like a water cooler sized bottle that you just had a big long crazy straw coming out of, because other people are going to think like, oh damn, Jonathan brought in a big one for the group to slug down, and you're like, actually this is just my private. I don't have water cooler conversations. I have water cooler meditations.
Now-
and it's just me juicing up.
That is okay, Griffin. You've sidestepped into a point in my head.
I think I stepped into it. I think I just kind of stepped in.
sidestepped because, or I sidestepped based off of your step. We're doing a kind of Watusi here because now I'm thinking about if you bring a 64-ounce thing, you fill it up once, what you are guaranteeing is no water cooler trips.
Yeah.
Where if you have a 16-ounce water bottle, you're giving yourself at least 3 breaks in the day and chances to meet your new coworkers.
Yeah, you say in here, I need my bottle. I'm so thirsty and need my water. You don't need that bottle if you're thirsty. You need that bottle if you don't want to stand up a bunch of times to go get water.
And you work in the desert. You're
And
a buzzard, perhaps.
Maybe some sort of carrion bird.
I think the biggest risk of bringing in such a large water bottle to a new gig is that they're going to be, I think, hyper vigilant on bathroom usage for you. Like, they are going to be really like, with a bottle that size, I bet they're using the bathroom all the time. And then there's going to be some confirmation bias. Every time they see you, it's going to be like, going again, huh? Or something like some sort of smart aleck, like, oh, that big water bottle is making you
it'll
pee a
get
lot
ya
today.
pretty hydrated,
You know,
huh?
like, oh, the big water bottle is keeping you, even in the pissing place. I think people will see you in the pissing place and think it's got to be the bottle.
There might
making
already
this
be a
happen.
big bottle person. What if you show
Yeah.
up with your 64-ounce bottle and someone else had a 64-ounce bottle and they loved being Big Bottle Bob, and now you show up with your big bottle and Big Bottle Bob isn't as special anymore, and now you got a
Or they
workplace
cuck you with a
rival.
128 ouncer, just leave you shamefaced.
Or,
this?
or perhaps even worse of all, they see in you a kinship, a true brotherhood waiting to begin, and they step up like, hey, I didn't realize you were a big nasty water boy. hey there, Immortan Joe. I see you're hoarding all that good stuff. Me too. I'm also a big nasty water man.
Yeah.
I
Let's
have
make each other our emergency contacts.
I have a pretty big bottle of water here. It's 54 ounces, but I think I could probably push it.
Damn, I had a 48-ounce bottle, and Griffin just had. I was about to say, like, I got my 48, and Griffin.
I love this thing because I don't drink one of them every day. That would be wild. But I do drink one over a few days, and that's better than nothing.
I drink at least 2 of these 48-ounce, but I would never show up with a 96-ounce somewhere.
Mine has inspirational messages on them that become more sort of toxic as the day goes on. Where at 11, it's like, ready, go. You've got it. Feeling awesome. But then by 11, it's like done giving you fucking any quarter at all. And it's like, no fucking excuses. Juice it. Slop down this juice. Come on, baby. You've got it. Yeah. Now they turn it back around, which is how they get you at the end where they're like, you did it. I knew you could always do it. But there was definitely that point in the middle.
The
where
design
they were like,
on that is wrong, Griffin, because it says refill about 3 inches from the bottom.
Yeah.
Are they expecting a lot of sediment to settle down there?
So your dead skin cells.
Yeah, you keep that much backwash in it so that you by the end, by like a week in, like it's very sustainable, Travis.
Let me get my water bottle here. Oh, that's right. I only drink liberal tears.
That was cool, Juice. Talk to me about it.
I only love I drink the tears of the libs.
Why were they crying?
All right.
I want a munch.
Squad.
I want to munch.
Squad.
Welcome to Munch Squad. It is a podcast within a podcast profiling the latest and greatest brand eating. Guys, I'm going to read you the press release for this, and I'm going to tell you that it is from not the biggest anymore, I don't think, but one of the biggest fast food chains on the planet.
Are they starred?
What?
Are they starred?
Do they have a star? We only give a shit about ones with stars.
McDonald's have a Michelin Star? No.
Oh, okay. They lost it. That's sad.
This is from McDonald's. McDonald's to launch special grade garlic sauce exclusively on app. So far,
Grey Garden sauce? What did you say?
Grey Garden sauce.
Grey Garden sauce. Okay, special grade garlic sauce exclusively on app.
Special grade, like you would get in school.
I didn't realize that the sauces at McDonald's were operating under some sort of grading system.
Get ready to harness immeasurable power of our favorite Jujutsu sorcerers as McDonald's partners with Jujutsu Kaisen to launch the new special grade garlic sauce exclusively on the McDonald's app beginning July 9th. Inspired by the iconic black garlic sauce from McDonald's Japan, the special grade garlic sauce introduces a new arc in the brand's sauce lineup, containing notes of garlic and soy sauce balanced with a slight tangy sweetness.
I didn't know their sauces were on story arcs.
Yes,
I didn't realize.
This is season 2 of sauce.
Of McDonald's sauce.
The new sauce packaging will feature 8 unique lid designs starring fan-favorite characters from the hit anime series. Collect them all to reach your peak strength. Now, I bet that at this point in the press release, you may be expecting some details about the sauce or availability or what have you. But here's what follows. Yuji Itadori, a rare talent not seen in 1,000 years who is able to withstand the poison of Sukuna and become his human vessel. Megumi Fushiguro, a genius who enrolled as a second-grade sorcerer and the only first-year student allowed to carry out solo missions. Nobara Kugisaki,
this is a breakdown.
A strong-willed third-grade jujutsu sorcerer who came to Tokyo from the countryside. Satoru Gojo, the strongest special-grade sorcerer and teacher at Tokyo Jujutsu High. Kento Nanami, a junior of Gojo who became a salaryman but later returned to Tokyo Jujutsu High to become a first-grade sorcerer, the most adult of adults.
Ooh.
Suguru Getu, a villain special-grade sorcerer whose goal is to create a paradise for sorcerers free of humans. Mahito, a curse that originated from humans who can change the appearance of a person by touching their soul. Sukunu, a king who survived more than 1,000 years
they
and
put
still
a curse that... Wait,
listen, Sukuna is a king who survived more than 1,000 years ago and still threatens the world after his death.
Collect them all.
But the guy drank the poison to become his vessel, so I don't understand how that could still be an ongoing
Griffin is understanding this perfectly. How are we so confused?
Yeah.
Now, Grab the special grade garlic sauce for free with any order of chicken McNuggets, or pair it with your to-go order in the McDonald's app to make a meal fit for any sorcerer.
Yeah.
And each purchase of the sauce also unlocks a 30-day free trial of...
Curses.
Griffin?
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll, where you
damn.
can watch full episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen and more of your favorite anime content.
Okay, listen. First, Jujutsu Kaisen sounds badass. Second, I love the confidence of this press release.
It's amazing.
That it does not describe the sauce, nor does it assume you need a plot breakdown of the anime, but rather just the specifics of which characters come on the lids of the sauce containers. It does not tell you what the show's about, just...
Wait, do these characters come on the lids of the sauce containers?
These are... Yes, those are the 8 lids.
The curse created by humans is one of the lids.
Yeah, one of the special lids
is a curse.
It says it's a character. Is it a living curse? I don't know, but that is.
Oh, it's happening. Like how the city is like the 5th character in Sex and the City.
It's exactly like that. I love that this is a thing. I just wish that McDonald's had done a partnership with an anime that I was more familiar with, so that I could celebrate it and feel like I could be a part of it.
This is the thing about this artifact, this thing that I'm reading to you, is the audience that it has imagined is a person who has no familiarity with Jujutsu Kaisen, but would very much be interested in a character-by-character breakdown of Jujutsu Kaisen, and also, P.S., is reading press releases about nugget sauce.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, who is this human being? Oh, that's right.
And
it's just me.
It's just
me.
Can I also
Here,
say,
for me, it's narrowcasting.
I wish I had been in the room where they were like, and we'll attach a 30-day free trial for Crunchyroll. And then I would say, so you're telling me that you envision a person that cares enough.
Travis, thank you. Yes.
That cares enough about an anime they've never heard of.
Yeah.
To get these lids, but isn't a subscriber to Crunchyroll.
So this press release about McDonald's garlic sauce based on anime for someone who's never watched anime.
You're right. Everyone can.
Have you guys heard of Crunchyroll? Yeah. Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when my grandpa dad goes to McDonald's and they're like, "Do you want some of our Jujutsu Kaisen special grade garlic sauce?" It's like, what is happening?
Does it come with a 30-day trial to Crunchyroll?
Call an ambulance.
I've got a ton of anime that I think Grandpa
And call
Dan
Justin,
would be
ask him
into.
how to set up Crunchyroll on my TV.
The only thing that comes to mind, and please tell me if this is nothing, is Neon Grimacis Evangelion. And this would be, it would be a just shot-for-shot remake of Evangelion, but it would be, the angels would be the McDonald Land characters in giant monstrous forms, and Nerve and the rest of the show is like, that's all the same. Like, it's still like giant mecha. And
I'd like to replace Nerve with a Hamburglar and call him Perv. Is that okay? Can we get that in there?
Better, because I came up with One Crunch Man and McFlurry on Ice were the two that I had.
Those were both really good too. Justin, would you like to reference an anime with a McDonald's word mixed in there? Just
I don't know any of them.
Okay, great.
Look at Mr. Cool Guy over here.
Wait, there's something there. Captain Frylock? No, that's Aquatina. Nope, got nothing.
Okay.
Nope. Hey, Captain Harlock.
Do they have anything macadamia-based?
Yuri on ice cream.
That's sort of the same as Travis's joke a little bit.
I wasn't kind of panicking trying to come up with anime I know about. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I watched the Clerks cartoon. Was the Clerks cartoon
that was anime?
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Real Monster. Let's list off anime. Real Monsters. The Clerks cartoon. David the Gnome. The Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
The fake Ghostbusters. Weirdly, not the anime Ghostbusters.
Now, the Doug that they did on Disney was anime. Original Doug was not. OG Doug, that was traditional animation.
I'm pretty sure they actually made McDonald's anime. And I'm saying that out loud so we don't get emails about it.
Yeah, that has the ring of, not truth, but
of Stranger Than Fiction.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
What does McDonald's give or sell that garlic is a friend of?
Nuggets. Nuggets is a friend. It's a
would dip it
garlic,
into garlic sauce.
soy, black garlic sauce for
Do
your
the
nuggets.
lids-
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
When I was picturing a delivery order, the best I would hope for is a little plastic ramekin with a little plastic lid. What are the lids coming on that they're collectible in some way? Are these little
don't-
jars?
No, it's just the labels, because you'll collect any trash they cast before your feet, you fucking magpies.
That's
Lick
true.
it up. That's how they see us anime fans. They can milk all of our money, and they don't have to give us quality lids.
Do you guys ever run into this as a parent now showing my kids movies
Jujutsu
that I
Kaisen.
watched when I was a kid and just immediately associating the McDonald's and Burger King toys in my mind? Like when I see Hercules and I think about all the Titans that came as toys, and like when I watch A Nightmare Before Christmas and I think of the sick watches that Burger King had, and I think maybe capitalism has ruined me.
Us.
Us.
I get the reverse of that sometimes, digging through like the loose toys bin at Inner Geek or whatever, and I'll find a toy in there that I suddenly realize that I have 100% knowledge and recall of,
Right.
yet had no conscious knowledge of.
Yeah.
So somewhere up here, there's this room that's like, oh yeah, this is the Beetlejuice cartoon car. It shoots discs. You know
right?
this as well as you know your own name. I've just been holding on to it in case you need it.
The other day, BB was in going through like a box of stuff, and I was like, "Oh, old toys that they easily haven't touched in 2 years." And I said, "What are you doing?" And she looked at me with the sweetest look on her face, and she said, "Looking through things forgotten." And
Oh, that's really good.
I know.
We're getting to the point where we're starting to donate some old like kids' toys because Gus inherited Henry's old stuff. And what hits me the most is when I accidentally press a button on like an old Fisher-Price electronic toy and it plays some
you get an
fucking
old-
jammer. And I'm like, rainbow, rainbow, underwater rainbow, like fucking like it really hits me like this was the
somebody just
summer
busted
jam
out
of
Blister in the Sun
2017
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is. That's my jam.
I miss my babies.
No, it's just Skibbity Toilet.
No, it's just skibbity fucking
toilet.
But I say that, man, when I'm an old lonely man,
Yeah.
and someone is like, "Hey, remember this shit?" and plays me Skibbity Toilet on their 4D hollow phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, "My babies, Why
Can
my
you imagine
babies
when
grow
our
up?"
kids are like 25 and you're like, are kids still into skibbity things?
Oh,
these days?
man.
Yeah, you guys don't realize the more niche your all's references are right now and the least accessible they are to us, those older folks, the absolute matter it's going to seem when you're a 40-year-old trying to trot it out, roll it up in your Skibbity Toilet t-shirt that barely fits.
You guys
anymore.
remember?
Guys remember Skibbity? Hey,
You guys
thank
still like skibbity?
Guys,
You
we've
remember
talked about him too much.
this episode? Remember this episode? Because it's over now. It's the end
Yes,
of it.
host.
Yes, host. That's it. Efficient, perfect precision
I
in
love it.
every step. Not a single misstep. Hey, could I ask a favor to you, friend? If you didn't come last weekend, would maybe you have two entertainment options open to you this week? Two vastly different entertainment options open to you this week. Coming up this weekend, I'm going to be in Escape to Margaritaville with Sydney. It's at 8:30 Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Ritter Park Amphitheater in Huntington, West Virginia. That's wild. But if you're in the area, come on out and say hi. We have people come down from North Carolina and Columbus, and it's a really fun show. And Sydney and I fall in love in it. Spoilers.
Finally.
And it's fun. And and then weekend after that, we got another option for you. Another delight.
Yeah, you could come
It's
see
us.
my brother and me on the 18th in Detroit, or Adventure Zone on the 19th in Detroit, or you could come see my brother and me in Cleveland on July 20th.
Those my brother and me shows in Detroit and Cleveland. Sawbones is going to be opening. That's also me. That seems like a weird way to.
But it's Sydney,
it's Sydney, mainly Sydney.
makes up
Mainly
for
Sydney.
it. Yeah,
but
so-
if you want to see the Sawbones as well, we're going to be there. So catch it.
But say you don't want to travel, but you still want to be entertained by us. There's a
okay.
book that comes out
What?
next week that I
What?
bet you are just going to love. It's the fucking 6th graphic novel from the Adventure Zone Balance campaign. illustrated by Carrie Peach, written by us. It's The Suffering Game. It comes out next week. And we are partnering with 4 independent bookstores to offer signed book plates. Go to bit.ly/sufferinggame-signed for information on our partner stores and purchase links. You can submit your pre-order receipt at theadventurezonecomic.com and get a free acrylic keychain of Trace Horny Boys while supplies last. Very exciting. Also, next week on the McElroy Family Clubhouse on Tuesday, July 16th at noon Eastern, we're going to be doing a special book version of the show with Clint and Carrie on it. I don't know why I called him Clint. With
our dad.
Clint and Carrie, and we have some fun stuff planned for that too. But this book absolutely kicks ass. I'm so proud of it. And I feel like where things really start to pop off in the grand scope of the campaign that we did. And so go to theadventurezonecomic.com, find out where you can pre-order it. Those help us a tremendous amount if you are able to do so. And we really appreciate you.
And along with all that stuff, there's a bunch of other stuff on sale. You can go to bit.ly/McElroy Tours for all the tickets for all of the tours this year. Make sure you check out McElroymerch.com. We got new stuff for the new month. We got the Jan Kuk sticker designed by Pepper Raccoon. And 10% of all proceeds this month go to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. One more thing, I want to let everybody know, because they've been asking for it now for a long time. The video clip of Justin drinking a drink with a stink bug in it is now available. I know it's on our YouTube.
What?
I know it's on McElroy Family YouTube. It might be on
oh my
the
God,
TikTok
I can't
and
believe
Instagram
this finally
as well.
happened.
Yeah.
And if you're not on the
watched
McElroy
it.
Family YouTube as a subscriber, you should. We do stuff there all the time now. So go check that out.
Hey, we got thanks to Montaigne for the use of our theme song, My Life is Better With You. It's a tremendous power ballad sung by one of the great minds of our generation.
It's a good wish.
Hey, got a good wish here. Who's going to rip it? Juice, why don't you rip it?
Yeah, Justin, you do it.
Okay.
I wish Sam Neill was in even more movies. What is Justin McElroy?
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
It's been my brother, and me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
It's better with you. My life, it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
supported directly by you.